forgive him.
It's a vibe.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to another episode of JEJE Vibe.
We're back.
If you're new to the channel, you know what you're supposed to do right about now before we get into the topic of the day.
Hit the like.
And subscribe. And while you're at it, you can also share the video. Get somebody in here, let's talk about this. So today we're going to be talking about Charlie Kirk. Oh my God, we saw that horrific.
Poofing.
That was some graphic shit.
Too graphic for TV.
Too graphic for TV. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. And to his family and to those who were close to him, condolences.
Yeah, condolences, because you wouldn't want to wish that on your enemy now.
At all.
Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do. That man, that young man, I forgive him.
I think we're in an era where conversations ought to be heard. And we welcome those conversations. No matter how much you feel about somebody's point of view, it shouldn't resort to physical violence.
It shouldn't.
Joseph Goebbels, the Nazi propaganda minister, said that the bigger the lie, the faster it will spread.
So let's keep having this moderate conversations.
Hey, aren't we in the civilized world like you claim?
Charlie's angry. Look at that. He's angry at me now. He wasn't interested in demonizing anyone. He was interested in persuading everyone to the ideas and principles he believed were good, right, and true.
We need to have these conversations. Let me know how you feel. Even though I might not agree with how you feel.
We can agree to disagree.
He believed this country's best days were not behind us, but ahead of us. But he knew those better days would have to be earned. They would have to be worked for. We would have to sacrifice and work and tell the truth.
Keeping it civilized.
With respect.
As humans.
Knowing that we are all unique. Our environments and everything that we've gone through in life has shaped us to who we are today.
And what was he doing? Dialogue. Let's be gentlemen together. He says, let's disagree agreeably. So I'm sitting on this and I'm watching the whole country talk about civil war, censorship, justifying murder about this guy? This guy is reaching out to his mortal enemy saying, we need to be gentlemen, sit down together and disagree agreeably. And the next day he's killed. And I've sat on it long enough and I just said, you know what? We're going to Memorial Weekend for this man. We disagree. Everybody knows we were not friends, okay? At all. But you praise the good when it's time to memorialize somebody. And what he did, and I didn't even know it, was good. He was not for censorship. He was not for civil war. He was not for violence. He was for dialogue, open debate and dialogue, even with me.
And those could be part of the conversations that you're used to. But that doesn't mean the other person you're having a conversation to hasn't experienced the same thing that you've experienced.
Or maybe not, or maybe we'll experience it in the future, but nevertheless, you keep it civil.
But they're going through their own experiences just like you.
I think what happens is people get so worked up seeing us go at it. They think they're supposed to go out and kill somebody, or go out and talk about civil war, or go out and silence people, or cancel people, or fire people, or censor people. About Charlie Kirk, Mr. Debate, I did not agree with him on literally almost anything. But we were words, not weapons, guys. We were words, not weapons, guys. And we were getting into a position where we could get some real debate going, whether it's going to be on CNN or on his show. That wasn't worked out. But I would have taken him up. I wanted to beat Charlie Kirk in a debate. I didn't want somebody to shoot him. That's how we do it in America.
So it's okay to have a conversations. I might not agree with what you're saying, but it doesn't mean I hate you for what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to say this, white America, if y'all feel so f***ed up about Charlie Kirk dying in front of his family, how can y'all still turn your ear and your nose away from Israel and they blowing up hospitals with children in it? And we seeing that on TV. We seeing the agony of the Palestinians in Gaza, and now this one white man gets, what about all them people over there? So don't come with us with that white privilege, sympathy y'all got, and y'all ain't got no white guilt about nothing, never.
So the divisiveness of whose fault is it, let's just know that it's sad. It's a sad day that someone who was pushing the envelope for conversations is taken out like that.
You know, and I think the reason that Charlie was able to bridge the gap, particularly in foreign policy, is because he had, for example, genuine affection for Israel, which he expressed to me in private many, many times. Like, I love Israel.
And one thing I find weird about the whole thing is, why is BB talking about it?
That's crazy though, because you would think like as I don't even want to talk because some people think they're powerful, but they're actually really not. But hey, we'll leave it at that.
Well, somebody has fabricated a monstrous big lie that Israel had something to do with Charlie Kirk's horrific murder. This is insane. It is false. It is outrageous. Charlie Kirk was a giant, a once-in-a-century talent who defended freedom, defended America, defended our common Judeo-Christian civilization. Charlie loved Israel. He loved the Jewish people. He told me so in a letter that he sent me just a few months ago. One of my greatest joys as a Christian, he said, is advocating for Israel and forming alliances with Jews to protect Judeo-Christian civilization.
It's crazy. How can you be a leader of a country and you're responding to affairs in another country if you have nothing to do with it? It shouldn't be your concern.
Exactly.
I think now is exactly the wrong time to appropriate the memory of someone and the emotion that comes with that, the really intense emotion that all of us feel at his murder, and use it for your own parochial ends. Like, he stood for this.
And the fact that you're busy trying to want to address the American people shows that you are still at the mercy of the Americans.
Facto.
He encouraged me to make the case directly to the American people about how vital Israel is to U.S. national security. He told me, the Holy Land is so important to my life, it pains me to see support for Israel slip away.
No matter how you can think that you can, master puppet some folks now, at the end of the day, it's the American people that will still decide what they want for America.
Facts.
I don't think it's helpful for people to jump in, particularly foreign heads of state, to say, this is what, he lived for my cause or whatever. That's disgusting, actually. Don't do that.
Facts. You can see the moves when it comes to the influences that they're trying to have with the influencers.
And the influencers are not influencing. How about that?
It's a crazy time.
This is beyond the glitching now.
This is a crazy time.
I knew Charlie very well, and I know a lot of people that know Charlie. And I think that Charlie was wrestling with this conflict. I don't think that in any way he was changing his perspective on Israel, because Charlie's love for Israel goes beyond who's running Israel, goes beyond Benjamin Netanyahu. It goes deeper. It goes to a spiritual level. And Charlie was unwavering on that. But I do think, and I know this for a fact, that he was getting a lot of pressure because the youth was abandoning Israel to a certain degree. And it bothered him because he wanted Israel to do better with their PR to try to capture these young minds so they don't fall or be against Israel, because Charlie had a deep love and respect for Israel.
What's really going on? Who can you trust to give you the information that you seek?
You better subscribe to JEJE Vibe.
Man, what are you waiting for? Right about now, you should be hitting that subscribe button like, man, this is the conversation I would like to hear. So, it's crazy. It's a crazy time. And the memorial for Charlie Kirk was held in Arizona.
In that private moment on his dying day, we find everything we need to know about who Charlie Kirk truly was. He was a missionary with a noble spirit and a great, great purpose. He did not hate his opponents. He wanted the best for them. That's where I disagreed with Charlie. I hate my opponent, and I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry.
It was sad. But at the same time, it was good for TV.
Let's put it that way.
Because it was more like a campaign rally.
The evil murderer who took Charlie from us expected us to have a funeral today, and instead, my friends, we have had a revival in celebration of Charlie Kirk.
I wouldn't say like
But I would say it was more like a celebration of Charlie Kirk.
is that I wouldn't really say.
He brought the truth that life was precious, and we must fight to protect it at all stages and at all times.
If they're busy taking over his podcast now, what is the vice president's business with the Charlie Kirk show?
This is the Charlie Kirk Show.
I think since he's just behind the scene, he wants to be in front of the scene now.
How about try to be busy being the VP and leave the podcast space for the podcasters
That's
now?
crazy though.
This is the Charlie Kirk Show.
Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, I don't even encourage that. There's so many things that you should be busy with. Like,
Like the American affairs.
Like, what are we doing? Like, if you're not being utilized well in the White House, you need to go ask your boss, say, man, bro, give me something to do.
Not trying to be a podcaster now.
Like, what are we doing?
As the VP.
This is the Charlie Kirk Show.
Like, you moved to the top, and now you want to, like, come on.
Get in the podcaster space.
Leave journalism, leave media for those who are into it. And you focus on what your job is right now.
Which is focusing on the American people now as the VP.
VP, like, you shouldn't be doing a show. Like, what are you doing? I don't care if it's a apprentice show. You
honestly, man, they're making this so-called president's VP look like acting roles.
It is.
Our country is doing unbelievably well now. We had a country that was dead 1 year ago, and now we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. And Charlie helped us make it that.
You know what I'm saying? It's all the same. It's all the
Actor governor, actor VP, actor president.
You've seen it in the movies.
You see it in the movies. And hey, look, the movie's not playing in real life.
Like, who are you doing?
He brought the truth that life was precious, and we must fight to protect it at all stages and at all times.
Like, now,
and it still has nothing to do with what we are really facing in reality.
Crazy. Reality imitates art.
It takes its own.
Crazy.
Crazy.
This is crazy. Like we'll leave it backwards.
Crazy.
But anyway, I think we had an episode of Charlie Kirk, right? Where he was having the
debate with the student now. Yeah, and the student did whoop his ass.
If you guys haven't seen the video, there's a link in the description. So, from JEJE Vibe to everybody that is grieving out there, it hurts. It's crazy. I think we all need like some type of therapy because we all had to see that happen.
Yeah, how can someone just go on a debate based on his opinion and then off of that, he lost his life?
No, that's sad. That's sad.
But through it all, the core of Charlie's message and his basic method never changed. It never really changed. He stayed the same person also. At every campus event, Charlie asked the people who disagreed with him to come forward, and instead of silencing them, he handed them a microphone and let them speak.
Like, that's really,
and it's nothing to laugh about, really. Let's be honest.
It's not. I don't think we should even encourage that.
No matter how racist someone is, at the end of the day, they lack knowledge. Let's just limit it as that.
And one day when they have the conversation, they could learn.
They could learn from it.
One of the best moments that I can think of, and there are so many to choose from, was we were driving through Colorado, and I put on a Kanye song, on my playlist, and Charlie goes, "Is this Jay-Z?" I almost made him pull over the vehicle. I was like, "Are you kidding me? Okay, I understand that you don't do culture, but like, come on, you don't know the difference between Jay-Z and Kanye." And he didn't. And I explained to him the difference. I was like, "Okay, no, you gotta get into some Kanye West music." Next thing you know, Charlie's really getting into some Kanye West music. He's running 10 miles a day. He got really into running. And he's texting me about how great it is. Like there's this text, Charlie. He's like, "Yes, it's my new favorite song." And he just loved it.
So it's not, we shouldn't be chastising people.
No, it should have nothing to do with violence, really.
Chance to hear from your side and probably learn from your side. That's how we encourage the conversation of free speech.
Bitterly divided nation where, like the rest of the country, we're still trying to wrap our heads around the senseless murder of the popular podcaster and conservative activist Charlie Kirk yesterday, whose death has amplified our anger, our differences. And I've seen a lot of extraordinarily vile responses to this from both sides of the political spectrum.
Let me keep quiet.
Touching anybody just because of what they said.
Yep.
It's not an insult towards you, whatever, though. Please, it's still a conversation that needs to be had.
Give a about Kirk. When y'all dismiss gangbanger, he was a f***ing gangbanger. Oh, he was just a f***ing fentanyl addict. Well, Kirk was a f***ing racist, hateful. And the kids said he hated him. The kids saw him as racist hate. You can't deny what the killer saw to definitely make him go kill him.
Or more like some people saying that it could be, hey, someone from another country now that actually made that happen.
And for 33 hours, I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us. That somebody drove from another state, somebody came from another country. Sadly, that prayer was not answered the way I hoped for. Just because I thought it would make it easier on us if we could just say, "Hey, we don't do that here."
It's crazy.
White privilege, sympathy y'all got, and y'all ain't got no white guilt about nothing, never. I remember Mike Brown died. I remember white people made mockery of Eric Brown, the big fat guy that couldn't breathe. Y'all made jokes about that, and that man died in front of his kids. Y'all made jokes about that. Y'all made jokes about Trayvon Martin. Y'all made jokes about Eddie Gray, or the kid in Baltimore. What the f*** are y'all? Y'all got a short-term memory span, white people.
And they have someone who is being labeled as, what at least will say, innocent until proven
About September 10th, 2025 in Utah County, the defendant, Tyler James Robinson, committed criminal homicide in the physical presence of a child younger than 14 years of age, with knowledge that a child was present and that may have been seen or heard the commission of the criminal homicide. Victim targeting enhancement in violation of Utah Code annotated 76-3-203.14 sub 2, Tyler James Robinson intentionally selected Charlie Kirk because of Tyler James Robinson's belief or perception regarding Charlie Kirk's political expression. That concludes reading the information. Mr. Robinson, this case is set for September 29th at 10 a.m. It will be a waiver hearing.
And hey, some of the text messages though,
crazy.
You could see that even millennials don't text each other that way, let alone Gen Zs.
Crazy.
The roommate told police that the roommate received messages from Robinson about the shooting, and he did provide those messages to police. On September 10th, 2025, the roommate received a text message from Robinson which said, "Drop what you're doing, look under my keyboard." The roommate looked under the keyboard and found a note that stated, quote, "I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it." Police found a photograph of this note. The following text exchange then took place. After reading the note, the roommate responded, "What? You're joking, right?" Robinson, "I am still okay, my love, but I'm stuck in Orem for a little while longer yet. Shouldn't be long until I can come home, but I gotta grab my rifle still. To be honest, I had hoped to keep this secret till I died of old age. I am sorry to involve you."
Crazy. Like, what do you guys think? You guys think that's how... What do you guys think about the text messages? Drop a comment, let us know what you think. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. You know it's JJ Vibe. Where else would you rather be? We out of here now.
Bye-bye.
JJ Vibe, JJ Vibe, JJ Vibe, JJ Vibe.
It's JJ Vibe.
JJ Vibe.